So I'm sitting here getting ready for the work week. And in order to do that, I've got to make sure that I have the exact right sweetener for my coffee. Because if I don't have the right sweetener when I'm making my lattes, I will be just like the grumpiest bear ever. So I'm going to make my sweetener. And I thought, you know what a perfect opportunity to show you what I make. And this is a recipe that I took from the internet. Everything that I have been doing lately has been recipes that I've looked up and have been successful. So I wanted to share those with you. And pardon the voice, but I do have a cold. It's not the Rona. It's a cold. Anyways, let me show you what the ingredients are for what I'm going to be using. So here I have 2 cups of water, 2/3 cups of brown sugar, 1 1/4 cups of white sugar, and a pinch of salt. I'm going to be boiling this together, and I'll come back to let you see what that looks like. All right, I've added everything to my saucepan, and let me grab something to stir it with. There we go. Yeah, do you see how that white sugar and brown sugar are kind of sitting at the bottom? I feel the liquid on the top and the sugar's at the bottom. So I just want to make sure that I stir that well so that none of it will stick. I've got the flame down here fairly high. Pardon the pan, but that's just life, right? But I've got it fairly high. I'm going to leave it that way until it comes to a boil, then I'll reduce the heat. You might be thinking, what's that noise? Well, I'm getting ready to make some salsa too, so I've got those grilling. Anyways, this is my Sunday night week preparation. Got to get my stuff for my coffee ready, and I have to have fresh salsa too. Well, let me show you what I'm doing over here. And then I've got my cheese that I've cut it all up, and what I'll do with this is I'll take that and put it in this little guy to grate it all up, and then I'll put it in a Ziploc bag. So during the week, as we have our cheese on whatever, we can just grab the bag and put it on our food. I generally like to have it on my eggs. So every morning I'll have an egg with some salsa, a little bit of cheese, and an avocado if I have it. So that's what this is in preparation for, and my daughter will definitely be digging into that. It's funny, when I buy this stuff, I buy the blocks from Costco. If it's in the fridge, all shredded up, it goes fast, but if it's not shredded, then either they ignore it. I say they as if I have little kids. They're not little kids anymore. But it's ignored, or they'll just take a slice and leave the rest of it in there. But then obviously, because air gets into it, it'll start getting ugly. So I like to shred it all up and have it ready for when I need it again. All right, that was a little detour from what we were really doing. We'll be right back with the boiling syrup. All right, take a look at that. I actually let it go too far because I was trying to multitask. So let me turn this down and give this a nice stir. I really didn't want it to boil like that. It's not going to hurt it much, but I don't want it to thicken overly. So as you can see, this is quite dark now, and in my home we call this vanilla dark because I've made the vanilla syrups where it's just white sugar, and so the color of the syrup is definitely a lot lighter. It just darkens up a small amount when I add the vanilla extract to it, because I do use 100% natural vanilla, which they're brown beans, so obviously the color becomes brown. You can get the clear vanilla, but I believe that's imitation or something. I don't know how they would make it clear if the beans are brown. I better turn my chilies over. I like them to be nice and crispy, and I know this is not part of the video that I'm trying to show you, but this is me just getting myself ready, so I guess no rules apply, right? It's a little hot. Actually, these are out. I think that these are perfect. I'm going to go ahead and turn this off now. I'll put these in the blender once they've cooled a little bit. Anyways, here's my flame is on low, and it's just going a little bit. I'm probably going to let this cook for about 10 minutes more. About 10 minutes. I do want it to thicken just slightly, but not a lot. I don't want it to be hard to pour from a bottle. And if you don't want it to thicken at all, then you would just turn it off at this point. Let's get the vanilla, though. I want to show you what kind I use. This is pure vanilla. I buy this at Costco. It's like $16. You know what drives me crazy is at Costco, sometimes you'll go and you'll see something for a price and you'll think, okay, that's the price. So when I bought this, it was $16. I remember this vividly because I kind of got a little salty about the situation later. But I got this for like $16. And then when I went back, I noticed that it was $8. And I thought to myself, dang, I thought I paid $16. Maybe I exaggerated and I actually only paid the $8 that I saw it for when I went. And I briefly thought to myself, I should pick one up. And I thought, no, it didn't say sale price. So if it's not on sale, then it'll be the same price next time. I should have listened to my gut because I knew I paid $16 for this. So like maybe a couple weeks passed by and then I went back and I thought, you know what, let me pick up some of that vanilla because I like to bake a lot and I'll just have some on hand. So I went back and it was back to $16. I was so mad. My daughter who works there, I mentioned it to her. I said, Bianca, how come the vanilla was $8 the other day when I went, and then when I went again, it was 16. She's like, "Oh, Mom, if something's not moving as quickly as they like it to move, then they'll reduce the price, but they don't announce it as a sale price. It's just like the manager comes through and reduces prices." And she says that happens frequently. So you'll see something for $10, and then the next time you go, it's $8, and then the next time you go, it's back to $10, and vice versa. Well, that drives me crazy. I don't like that. I'm a thrifty person, so I like knowing when something's on sale. It's like a heads up, so I can, choose to stock up or not stock up. So anyways, my bad. I should have picked it up when I saw it on sale. So now religiously, when I go back to Costco, I check it all the time. And the other day I checked it, it was $13, and I thought, nope, I'm not going to get it because I know I saw it for $8 before. So I'm waiting till it goes down further, and then I'll pick it up. Because, as you can see, I still have plenty. I don't need it right now. But when I see it, you can bet that I'm going to pick up more than one. Anyways, what I did while I was waiting for that to cook, and the reason that it kind of overflowed on me is because I was getting my cheese together, as you can see here. I've got the cheese in there. I've got this big bowl, and I'm just getting it all done. So that's what I'm working on until my syrup is fully integrated. And I'm not going to do, oh darn, it's boiling again. Let me turn it down lower. I'm talking too much. All right. So I'm not going to add my vanilla to this immediately because I don't want it to evaporate in there, because remember, vanilla has alcohol in it. So I'm going to wait and put my vanilla in this. So once this is completely cold, I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract in there. I'll put it in the fridge, or I'll put it up on my little coffee tray and have it out maybe for like a week or two. If you ever see that there's like a little bit of a cloud over it, then you know that it's not good anymore. But mine never lasts that long. We consume this quite quickly. In fact, I have to make it a couple of times sometimes. So anyways, all right, hope you enjoyed that. It's the next morning and my voice is a little worse. But this is the amount of vanilla that I was able to extract, or not extract, but to come away with. So remember, I had put 2 cups of water. So this is, it went over by, I don't know, maybe a half a cup with all the additives. So what I'm going to do now is funnel it into this bottle that I use. I just put a tape on there to tell everybody what it is that's in here. So I'll just pour that in there. And that filled up my little bottle. Pretty good. I do sometimes try to do, I double the recipe, and then I'll have this whole bottle filled, and then I'll have another bottle, but I didn't do that last night. Okay, thank you for watching. My scratchy voice.